name of the Emperor, finish this! Higher ground, we'll gain the advantage! Continue the assault. Reinforcements are coming. The monolith. We destroy that and this is over. Charge!
And welcome everyone to Let's Play Warhammer 40K, Dawn of War, the Dark Crusade. You don't know who I am? No, you don't know who I am apparently. No, you know who I am. I don't need to go through the introductions because I've done Let's Plays before. Anyways, quick thing about this game before I start the actual Let's Play, the campaign, and that is, I did a recording of this earlier. I did several videos of this earlier, and I got to a point where basically it was down to me, the orcs, and the necrons. And I want to say that there are parts of this campaign that I think are stupid because of what you have to do in order to win, and that is, the game is basically, you build up a hero squad, you use the hero squad to start winning the later parts of the game, and unless you can build an effective hero squad, you're not going to get very far. And that's where I'm like, well, so the units are basically just fodder. I mean, that's essentially it. It doesn't matter how you use them, because you're going to get overwhelmed by the fact that the AI just masses the same unit over and over and just floods them at you, because there are some places you attack that have two different AI opponents, and the only way to win is to rush one off the bat, and if you can help it, rush the other one immediately after you take that one out. I'm sorry, Relic, or whoever developed this game. That is dumb. That's in Warcraft 3 you could get away with that because that game's built around that kind of thing, but not this. No, not this. And I also think it is definitely built more the way that units are, the way the buildings are, and just the general layout of everything. I think it is geared more towards a PvP type thing, which is fine. That is totally fine, but you have to make it so that two AI opponents don't win by default just because I didn't rush with my hero squad, because that is one of the big problems I have with the RTS genre, and that's why I don't really get into the online aspect of things, because it all comes down to whoever makes the fewest misclicks and whoever rushes first is the eventual winner. You know, you don't get this whole tug-of-war type power play thing like you would in some turn-based stuff where you have to actually think, but I know part of the aspect of RTS is real-time thinking, not take your time, do as you please, you know, plan things accordingly. In this one, it's like you gotta plan as you move, and I guess that's just a flaw in the design of the beast. You know, it's gonna be there no matter what you do, because it's in every RTS. I'm not faulting Dawn of War as being the only one. It's in every RTS, from the first Command & Conquer to the first StarCraft, all the way up to the ones that are made nowadays. It is a problem that's always going to exist in RTS games, unless you set it up to where it's like, oh no, you have these old scout groups, but they can't really do much damage in terms of, like, you know, taking out your AI, taking out your opponent or whatever. I will be doing this on normal, because easy is the difficulty curve is just non-existent. There is no curve.
The planet Cronus, beset on all sides by the tides of war, this once quiet colony became a savage battlefield. 7 armies clashed on this one world, each refusing to back down, each convinced it was in the right. From beneath the sands of Cronus' central desert came the Necrons, ancient machines bent on eradicating all life. But another evil already had its eyes on the planet. From the depths of the warp, the demonic forces of chaos arrived to enforce their claim. To oppose these fearsome powers, the planet's rulers in the Tau Empire sent their elite soldiers and sophisticated battlesuits into the fray. From the mighty Imperium of Man came the Imperial Guard, there to secure Cronus for the glory of the God Emperor. Like a green tide, the orc horde descended on Cronus, caring little for others' claims and sowing destruction in its wake. The Eldar, ancient enemies of the Necrons, emerged from their webway to pursue their own agenda on Cronus. And last came the Space Marines, finest and most uncompromising of the Imperium's soldiers. Seeing a world beset by aliens and heretics, they undertook a great purge. A dark crusade had begun. It could only end with the total victory of one of these factions, and the total defeat of all others.
So yes, you have 7 different factions vying for one little area, or one little planet. We have Chaos, Eldar, Guards, Necrons, Orcs, Space Marines, and of course the Tau Empire. Now, me, I played as Chaos. I'm kind of a sympathizer of the evil factions. If you haven't noticed with my Command and Conquer type things, I'm always more like, oh, I like the bad guy stuff. I think it's more fun to play as Nod of the Soviets. Even Yuri, even though the Yuri faction was flipping imbalanced as all hell will get. I'm one of those guys. I'm like, Yuri faction, no. It's a little too strong. In the right hands, it can be a little too strong for the other two to really deal with it. But the only factions I really played as are the Chaos guys, the Imperial Guard, which I admit is a fun faction, but I think I kind of had this thing where I thought that the game was built or was geared towards making them the main faction. But playing as them, I'm like, no, not really. When I think about it, they're not unbeatable is what I'm getting at. Try the Necrons. They're definitely not a beginner faction. Like, if you're new to the game, they're not going to be the faction that really gets you hooked. Same with the Orcs. I played a little bit of the Space Marines. Them and Chaos are basically one and the same. I have not played the Tau yet, though, or the Eldar. The Eldar don't really interest me, even though they look cool. But yeah, the only 2 factions I really got involved with are these 2, basically, and I guess through Chaos Space Marines. So I will be playing as the evil Space Marines. Well, they are evil Space Marines. The evil Chaos Marines, like I did last time, and hopefully I've learned my lesson and I know what not to do.
The powers of chaos manifested in the once pleasant Deimos Peninsula on the southern coast of Cronus, transforming it into a blasted hellscape. Summoned by heretical cultists, the Black Apostle Eliphas, the Inheritor, emerged from the war, leading a whole company of the Word-Bearer Chaos Legion. These heretical Space Marines had been to Cronus before, fighting against their loyal brothers during the dark days of the Horus Heresy. Eliphas had been but a young champion then, but returned a terrible Chaos Lord, ready to bring ruin to the galaxy at large. The Dark Crusade would be his proving ground. By defeating the many powers vying for the planet, he sought to gain favor with the dark gods he worshipped. Unless they could be stopped then and there, the Word-Bearers would strike deeper into the Imperium.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Imperium. I think they're a bunch of crooked heads.
Welcome to the single-player campaign.
Don't care, because I know what I'm doing. I'm not a big fan of the Imperium. I do like the Space Marines, but I do not like the Imperium. Where shall we go first? We can get a Honor Guard. Wait, Chosen Champion. That's it. Raptor Champion. I think I'm gonna go here. So we're gonna fight us some orcs. Then increase manpower. Yeah. So we'll be going here. We'll be fighting us some orcs. And the idea is rush. Not for this skirmish mission, but just for all the other missions that you fight. Or for all the regions that you want to control. It's basically get there and do your thing as quickly as possible. I don't want a third one.
My life is forfeit. We are chaos. Chaos is strong.
And cultists are as weak as can be. but they're good for scouting. I mean, that's what they're built for.
We are chaos. Chaos is strong. It is ours for the day.
Now, let me see something right quick. Just, well, I don't want to def or mute it. Just give me one. God dang it. Give me one moment, folks. There. And resume.
We're here for the dark gods.
Okay, not much change, but oh well.
We serve whatever you desire. My life is forfeit. We can serve you. We are eager to please. Bless us, great one.
Da, 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 da.
Yes, yes. Right away, sure. The gifts of the Chaos Gods, great one.
Get ourselves a Space Marine squad.
Whatever you desire.
I'll get this thing set up. Oh, whoops. I guess I should have turned off the the thing that I had him under.
Grant us the power of the dark god. Whatever you desire.
For the dark gods.
We serve.
Your will.
Grant us the gifts of the Chaos Gods, great one.
And die.
Okay, we got that done.
Yes, yes, right away.
Yes, master.
We're here to serve the gifts of the Chaos Gods, great one. You are the master. We're here for the dark gods. Yes, yes, of course.
That's right, I got that thing on auto producing.
My lord.
Anything for the great powers, as you wish.
Okay, so that's done.
Bless us, great one.
You get over here.
It will happen with your attention.
My lord.
Alright, so that's the last one we can make from them. Which I don't really need generators.
On our way.
What is your wish? Great one.
Nothing else I need to save up for an armory.
Yes, Lord.
Cross me and die.
Capture that. Actually, move you guys there, and you capture it.
Great one.
And I find the cultists annoying.
Our victory is assured. Bless us, great one.
A bit goofy, but
We
yeah.
serve whatever you desire. We serve whatever you desire.
Cross me and die.
Cross me and die. Okay, then how much is it to upgrade these? 100. Oh, we'll upgrade that one.
We're here for the dark gods.
Speed that up.
My life is forfeit. I try to do your will. Oh, bless us, great one.
Okay, good enough. No, were we doing some fighting over it? No, we weren't.
Yes, master.
That.
Our victory is assured. Great one. My life is forfeit. I swear to you it will happen. Anything for the
Okay,
great
no
power.
sign of the orcs so far.
Yes, right away. Yes, yes, right away. We serve. What is your wish?
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Well, so much for them.
Right away, master.
Reinforce these guys a little.
Great one. The enemies of the dark gods, beware! Oh, bless us, Great One. Whatever you desire, we serve. Anything for the
Okay,
great
so that's
powers.
done.
Anything for the great powers.
Cross me. We must kill.
We will serve you, and in return,
Do you hear the
grant
voices
us
too?
the power of the dark gods. My life is forfeit. We're here for the dark gods.
That.
Anything for the great powers.
Oh, hello. Get over here.
For the weak. Do you hear the voices too? Warp overtaking me. It is a good. Of course. Sanity is for the weak.
Well, hello there, guy. Man, they're going from every which way. Yeah, back here. Kick their asses rather nicely. Don't know where they went, but at the same time, I don't particularly care.
We serve.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good.
Oh, here they are. Set them to ranged.
Master. Of course, we do your bidding.
I think their base is down here.
Consume us! Feel the warp
Anything for the great
overtaking me.
powers.
It is a good pain.
My lord.
You hear the voices too? Destroy! Destroy! Enemies! We need enemies. We must
Maybe I'm wrong.
cross me. And it is as though 1,000 mouths cry we have captured a location.
Yes, master. At your command.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Chaos is our master.
Meeting resistance.
Oh, get out of there.
Great One.
We are legion.
We are Legion.
Do you hear the voices too?
Cross me.
Enemies! We need enemies. We have captured a location. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Okay, you get over
Great
here.
powers. We serve.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. We must kill. Do you hear the voices too? We have captured a location. We need enemies.
And die.
Okay, I'm surprised they didn't try stealing that from me.
great powers we serve.
Okay, let's upgrade that.
We must kill. We're here for the dark gods we serve. We must kill.
Take us to battle.
Trust me.
Do you hear the voices too?
Meeting resistance.
Enemies. We need enemies.
The listening post.
Yes.
Gotta love how original the orcs are.
Meeting resistance. Cross me.
Sanity is for the weak. Destroy! Destroy! We have captured a location. Speak clearly now.
Okay, you guys get over there.
Anything for the great powers we serve.
Start getting these advanced ones. There's a good reason for that.
Do you hear the voices too?
Because if I ever have to defend this place, it'll make it a lot easier.
Speak clearly now.
Cross me and die.
Enemies! We need enemies.
Oh, and I'm broke. Lovely. I should make all that money I spent back soon, though.
Bless us, Great One. Yes, yes, of course. Yes, yes, of course. I swear to you it will happen.
Not enough power. Oh, yeah. Huh. Suppose that is a problem.
As you wish. We serve. We serve.
Cannot build yet. Okay, guess I'm assuming that means I've hit my max.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good hunt.
Alright, so they're down there.
Chaos is ready to kill. Wings of fire.
That is the way to hell. That is the way to hell.
We shall strike them from the skies. What would you have us do? The true lie is meeting resistance.
Oh, get back.
Sanity is for the weak. What would you have us do? Warp overtaking me. It is a good. Do you hear the voices too?
Chaos is the only true answer.
Warp overtaking me. It is a good. That is the way to hell. Enemies. We need enemies. Sanity is for the weak.
Chaos is the only true
Make sure I've got as many of these advanced things as I can get. Machine pit set up.
We serve. We're here for the dark gods.
Sacrificial circle.
We serve.
Cross me and die. Fly against the chaos is the only true answer. Cross me and die. Resistance, fly against the enemy. Overtaking me. It is a good thing. Cross me and die. Cross me and die. Sanity is for the weak.
Take this down and we'll be home free. And we destroyed him. Go us. 3 to 1 kill ratio for 1 conquest after champion earned. Alright, we can choose a few things here. Alright, so for me, I'm going to focus on health. Increases damage and health. Grants immune to knockdown. Yeah, I'll go with that. That gives him a big boost. Yeah, it gives him a total grand. Alright, so I'll go with that. No point in reinforcing it because none of these guys can really attack me. So we shall end the turn. Looks like everybody's picking on the Tau and winning. Okay. So I can go for another Raptor champion, or I can go for another Chosen champion, or I can go for increased manpower. Now I will be fighting the Necrons here. So yeah, I think I will do that. First and foremost though, I'm going to get an Honor Guard. So now I have an Honor Guard with me. And I believe they go with you wherever you go. Unless they die, or until they die, and then you have to replace them. But yeah, as long as you control like that region, or this region, or what have you, then you get whatever. So, here we go. Gonna go fight us some Necrons. And Necrons can be a pain in the ass because they have units that revive automatically. Or not automatically, I think it costs them resources to do it.
Sanity is for the weak.
Oh, this one.
Cross me and die.
Anything for the great powers. We serve.
Cross me and die.
So yeah, I get the nice big hill, and then they have wherever they're at. I think they're down there at the bottom. But we shall do this in the next video.